If you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. I like it. I'd like to see you every time I upload a video. But if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. And after this video, please find time to check out some of the other stuff that I've uploaded in the last few years. I also want you to check out my Instagram page where I do post some mental wellness and executive presence related stuff. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you do not miss it.
So I have segregated makeup step by step. So whatever I'm going to use whenever, I have kept products in groups for simple understanding. We are going to first start with the base on the face. So I have kept all these products as base, whether there's compact or foundation, or you need something to prep, as in a prep and prime or a sunscreen. I've kept all those skin products first, and then we are going to gently move to the brushes, since we are also going to be using brushes. Some of us like to use brushes, some of us don't. So I have all kinds of brushes here, but I'm going to show you which ones are really the most convenient to use and apply, and which are the areas where you can actually even just use your fingertips. I'm going to talk about that as well. Here are the products for the eyes, whether we are going to apply an eyeshadow, what kind of eyeshadow looks good on us, the eyeliners, the kajals, brow pencil and mascara. I've kept these products separately. I've kept all the lip pencils and lip colors separately in all textures and formats. However, I am going to talk about which texture is best and most appropriate for work only. And towards the end, I've kept a blush, and I'll talk about whether I need to use these kind of blushes or is there something else I can do around with, and the appropriate brushes for the blush. I hope you enjoyed this video.
All right, let's get to it. Office makeup has to be two things: really simple and classy, and secondly, it has to be fuss-free. And if you have the right kind of products and about 5 minutes in hand, this entire shindig that I've created today can be done and achieved in 5 minutes flat. So let's get to step number one. You wash your face and you have a clean face, absolutely no product whatsoever. And once you wash your face, you either want a sunscreen of your choice or a moisturizer of absolutely your choice. Every skin is so different. Every skin texture is so different. Some of us have oily skin, some of us have dry skin, some of us have combination, some of us have very patchy skin, some of us have very, very sensitive skin. So whatever skin type you have, please suit your moisturizer and sunscreen, keeping in mind the sensitivity of your skin. However, I am using Biotique. It works very well for me, and this is SPF 30. And 30 is fine for me. Actually, even up to 40 is okay for my skin tone. I don't go beyond that. And one thing to avoid is not wear any products that are unnecessarily whitish. So if there's a lot of titanium dioxide in your products, stay away from them, because they just make the skin appear unrealistically white, and you don't want that. So my sunscreen is done, and now I'm going to prime my face. And I absolutely love two kind of products. One is from Shimbor. Actually, the product is completely now gone. I've used it and it's all vanished. So this is from Shimbor, and this Prep and Prime is for MAC. And just for convenience purpose, I'm going to use Prep and Prime right now from MAC. Both are equally good. The reason we use Prep and Prime is so that we have an even texture to the skin before we start any makeup. It's very important to have a similar texture all over your face before you apply any sort of product or makeup, so that the products don't become patchy in one area, become too shiny in the other area. So I'm actually going to use just my fingertips to apply the Prep and Prime. You can also use a brush, but you don't really need a brush. As Bobbi Brown says, all you need sometimes is your hands to do the magic trick. And what Prep and Prime does is that it makes the skin a little tight. I mean, in a very nice way, not in an irritating way, but in a very nice way. The skin just gets firm and ready, as if it's all prepped, literally prepped for the makeup. So I have applied Prep and Prime. Now that my skin is ready, gladly, thankfully, I don't have a lot of discoloration in my skin, but I know a lot of us do. Sometimes we have dark circles under the eyes, sometimes we just have a lot of spots, and we have pigmentation because of whatever reasons, hormonal changes or tan or otherwise. So what you need is either a concealer or a corrector. There is a difference between the two. A corrector is for those spots that are so difficult to go through with the concealer or the foundation. For example, if you have a lot of redness on the face, or if the under eye dark circles are really pigmented and dark, then you do need a corrector. So for example, a lot of us are given orange color correctors for they literally look like this. A MAC will give you an orange corrector which they will apply under your dark circles, so that the actual color that you have in the skin is completely washed off and the new color of the product sets in. And if you have redness, to counter the redness in the skin, they are going to apply a green color corrector. So correctors are used for very stubborn marks that don't usually go otherwise. But if you have slight marks, like I do have a little mark left here from a burn that I got a few weeks back when I was using one of the wax strips at home. So this I know can even go with a concealer. And if you don't have a concealer, honestly, sometimes just a 1 or 2 shade lighter color lip color works as well. So I got this color stripped from MAC some time back, and I just wasn't able to use it, and it is now perfectly working as my concealer. So you see how the mark is literally concealed. So I have these two marks, prominent marks left here and some over here, and these marks just get hidden when I use the lipstick. It's funny, right? That a lipstick can work as a corrector, but or concealer, but it's working for me, so why not? But I don't recommend that unless you have tried and tested it. Sometimes I feel that my eyelids are also dark, and for some of us they are unusually dark. We use a concealer even on our eyelids. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to use this. Let's call this my concealer for now, and I'm going to gently you dab it around my eyelid. You don't need any brush for your eyelids. You just need your finger, and you need to just dab. As you can see, I'm just gently dabbing the product so that it just looks natural and doesn't form any unnecessary creases. So my skin is all mostly even tone. So the idea of concealers or correctors is to make the color of the skin almost similar. Once again, the idea of prep and prime was to make the texture of the skin even. The idea of concealers and correctors is to make the color of the skin almost even before you get to the foundation. Sometimes I don't even apply foundation because I don't want to. So I directly get to my compact. If you have a very, very nice compact, which is exactly matching your skin color, you don't even need a foundation. But if you do, for practical purposes, I'm going to demonstrate that to you. So I use a long wear even finish foundation, which is almost over. And because of lockdown, I don't even know when I'm going to get next. So I'm going to barely apply a little. So this Bobbi Brown foundation has worked very well for me because it is very light finish. It is so easy on the face that when I apply it, my face is actually similar to what it's looking right now. There's very little difference, but yeah, the skin is absolutely even and it's all fine when I apply this. So I love this product. So in general, my recommendation to you would be that whatever foundation you pick for yourself, please buy exactly your skin color, not even one tone darker or lighter, exactly your skin shade, because you want to look real all the time. You don't want to look fake. I use literally this much, and that's exactly how much you need as well. All the good brands, if you buy their makeup, you don't need to apply a lot of product. Coming to the brushes, I do use brush for my foundation. And there are 3 categories of brushes that I have that I want to introduce to you. One is a puff brush. If you're in a haste, in a hurry, you don't really want to spend a lot of time on the makeup, all you have to do is dab the foundation, dab, 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 and you are sorted. It's that simple. You just really apply it all over the face and of course the ears and the neck, and you are ready. I'm not going to apply this right now. It's actually very simple. I bought this from Urban Decay. Again, the name has all vanished. Urban Decay, one of the best brushes I've ever got. This one is from MAC. This is an absolute extreme. It is so precise. As you can see, the brush is so thin. It is really, really precise. It also goes in the corners of the nose, under the nostrils, on all the beard areas where you still want the product to go. This brush is absolutely precise. So I'm not going to use this also because it takes a little more time than this one. This is my fuss-free brush. It is from Vega. It is a very nice medium brush that I like to use when I just want to do makeup under 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm just going to gently press a little product on the brush, and I'm going to follow the contours of my face. So whatever natural lines I have on my face, I am going to follow that. See how I have followed my face? Never ever to forget the neck, because you don't want your neck to look of a different color and your face to look of a different color. So I'm going to start with my neck, and as you see, I'm stroking down, not up. Why? Because the hair naturally are in downward direction or sideways. They are not going up. So my brush always is stroked downward. So as you can see, my outline of the face is ready. I'm going to follow this outline to blend the foundation. So I'm going to go sideways, and I'm going to go down, sideways and down. I'm going to go down, I'm going to go sideways and down. My forehead, I'm going to gently stroke down, then sideways on one side and sideways on the other side. It is actually that simple. Not forgetting the ears, because if you tie your hair, your ears also need to be kept into consideration. Shouldn't be looking of a different color. Love this foundation. It just looks so natural. A lot of times my clients ask me, you don't apply foundation, your skin looks so nice. I said, no, I have. So this Bobbi Brown foundation has really, really worked very well for me. By the way, I completely forgot to show you a concealer brush, though I use my fingertips, but I also love this brush from MAC. It's number 224. It's a very nice brush for concealer. In case you want absolute precision on the spots, you can just use the concealer brush to dab, gently dab. As I said, whether you use a fingertip or the brush, you're always going to dab, dab, dab. So I'm going to just leave the face to rest for a while. I'm not going to directly go to compact, though sometimes I do apply compact immediately, but I'm just going to rest my face for a while and get to my eye. On my eyelids for work, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush. This is one of the most precise brushes. It's number 219 from MAC. It's a very, very fine brush that can blend almost anything. But I'm just going to use the big brush first, because I'm going to use a base color. This is a lovely color called Rice Paper from MAC. This just works as a base. So once you have done a prep and prime on your eyelid, you just take a bigger brush. It's number 217 from MAC. It's just a general brush to quickly apply any sort of color base on the eyelid. So I'm just going to apply Rice Paper on my eyelid. And Rice Paper works very well both for warm skin tones like mine, because mine is a brown skin, and it even works very, very well on cool skin tones like the whitish, pinkish skin tones. If you do apply eyeshadows or colors to work, they must be subtle, number one, of course. And secondly, they must be similar to your skin color. So as I'm harping that my skin is a warm skin tone, I'm a light brown, right to medium brown skin. So I come from an orange skin family. So I am actually going to use a warm color. So please excuse this. Half of my shades are gone, but I still love this palette from Urban Decay. It's called Naked Palette 3. It's a lovely palette, and I'm going to use an orangish brown color. It's slightly light. I'm going to start with this, and now you need to listen more carefully. Uh, I'm going to start with the lighter color in the inner corners of my eyes, and the darker color goes in the outer corner of the eyes. So I've taken some light orangish brown color, and I'm going to stretch my eye so that I can see the complete eye. And I am going to gently apply the lighter color in the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to repeat that for the other eye as well. Okay. The reason why we apply lighter color in the inner corner is because light reflects everything. So the inner socket of the eye just starts looking bigger and makes the eye appear bigger. Whenever you apply a darker color inside your socket, your eyes are just going to look really small. So if you want your eyes to look bigger and brighter, you always want the lighter colors in the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just going to leave it till half. I've left it till here. I'm not going to go all over. So just till about here, and I'll leave it. After this, I'm going to use a slightly darker brown color, brown shade, a medium to dark brown for the outer corner of the eye. You need to stretch the eye and just make a V in the outer corner of the eye. The more precise your brush, if I use the other MAC brush, it's going to be even more precise. If I'm using the Urban Decay brush, it's equally good. So I'm just going to make a gentle V, and I'm going to now stroke the darker color inside the eye. I'm going to stroke the darker color inside the eye. So it was outside, I'm bringing it inside. You see, that's why I've not applied my compact, because whatever color residue is falling on the face, I'll just brush it off towards the end. So I'm going to brush, I'm going to stroke the dark brown inside my eye, and I need to keep blending the product for at least a minute so that the product is not as harsh. So as you can see, there's a little brown crease that is forming, but it is not looking harsh at all. You see how it has blended very, very nicely into the natural lines of my eye. The tutorial is naturally going to take time, but I promise you, this entire thing takes me 5 minutes. Not less than that, but at least 5 minutes, about 7 minutes maximum. Now is a good idea to use the compact. So I'm going to take a big brush and I'm going to apply it on my neck, of course, not going to miss the neck. And very quickly around the face, not to miss the ears. Okay, now that my eyeshadow is done, I'm going to get to an eyeliner. Some of us use eyeliners, some of us don't. No problem. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how we apply a fuss-free matte eyeliner. I bought this from Calabar. It's called All Matte from Calabar. It's a fantastic eyeliner. Also because if you see, it's a little thick on the bottom. The thicker the eyeliner, the easier it is to apply. Very, very thin brushes, for me at least, have never worked. I've not been able to apply. I like a winged liner, even to work. It doesn't look dramatic, trust me, if you do it the right way. So you stretch the eye, you start from the center, you follow the natural line of the eye, and then you go inside, and then outside it goes a little thicker. So all you have to do is just follow the natural lines of your eye, and a very simple winged liner is ready. So the trick here, as you can see, is that it has to be thin inside. It can be slightly thicker outside. Why? Because it gives an appearance of an almond to the eye, and an almond is like a bigger eye appearance. As you can see, my right eye is looking a little bigger than the left eye because of the wing, and because it's thicker at towards the end and thin inside. Now I'm going to go for a kajal. Again, this is from Color Bar, all black. It's again a very fuss-free kajal. It does not smudge for me, mostly because my skin is a combination. It's more towards the dry side. But if your skin is really, really oily, this might smudge a little, but I can guarantee that this is going to be one product that is going to smudge the least. All the other products are going to make you like cry black, but this one is not. So it's a really, really nice product. So gently, I'm going to start outward and just end somewhere in the middle. I'm going to start outward and uh, rest somewhere at the middle of the eyeball. Again, why? Because I don't want my eye to look small. If you completely fill your eye with kajal, it again begins to appear small. It's all about making your eyes appear bigger and beautiful. So a little kajal and eyes are sorted. If you don't want to do any of this, one thing that you must do is have a nice mascara. The way to apply a mascara is look straight, not up, not down, look straight. Whatever extra product you have, you gently leave it here. You don't apply a lot of product. You start from the center, you go horizontal and go up. So you go horizontal, go up, go horizontal, go up. And I actually don't dip it once again. Whatever has come in one go, I apply it even in my other eye, on my other eye. So press and go up, press and go up, press and go up. And on the lower lashes, I prefer to go sideways and never down because I don't want that artificial Barbie doll effect. And now it's time to do the lip. But before that, I invested in one of the brow brushes from Benefit, and it has really benefited me because it is a very nice product. On one side, it had the brow pencil, which is all finished. I've used it completely just to fill any gaps. And on the other side, it has a nice brow brush. So always a good idea to brush your eyebrows because they just get into shape very nicely. Now we're going to get to the lip. Before I get to the lip, I like to use a prep and prime for the lip as well. Any brand of your preference, no brand recommendation. What it does is that it doesn't only grease the lip, but as the prep and prime for the face did, it just nicely tightens and makes the face firm. The prep and prime for the lip firms the lip. It's almost like ready to accept any color that's coming its way. So I'm just going to let it rest for a couple of minutes, actually less than that. But I'm going to talk about the colors of the lip that you must use for work. Number one thing, you must use all matte finish products only. And no gloss to work because gloss just gets unnecessary attention on the face. You don't want that when you're at work. So all the lip colors that I use, any color, whatever, is all they're all matte. The trick is to pick up one absolutely nude stick. Like I picked up Oak from MAC. So pick up a very nude color, like a nude pink or a nude brown as a base. Sometimes I just use the base and I don't need anything else. And purposely, I only apply pencil because pencils are all really dry and they give a matte appearance. If you feel that your lip is really dry and patchy, but use a prep and prime or use any of your chapstick that you have. The idea is to just give some sort of grease to your lip. So this can be used as a base, but I honestly just love this color and I can go anywhere as is also. But if you want to apply some more color, let this rest for about 20-30 seconds. So this nude lip pencil comes as a base. And then on top of that, I'm going to apply an orangish brown, a lovely color that I found from Huda Beauty. Some of the best colors that they have. Take a little product and apply it on the lip. You don't want to go the entire brush on the lip because it just gets too much. So just take a little bit of product and I'm going to gently apply the product on the lip and see how the lip color has perfectly set in. Also, it's a good idea to use a lip brush for lipstick because the color of the lip sets perfectly when you use a lip brush, and never directly apply the product, whether you're using a lipstick or you're using a liquid. Always apply, use a brush to apply the lip color. It's just going to be very even and nicely applied. And to finish, I am going to use a blush if you want to use a blush. Sometimes, whatever residue that is left in my lip brush, I just take that on my fingertip, artificial smile. Whatever cheek bones that are highlighted, you just apply a little product on them and on my upper cheek. And that is absolutely it. There is nothing more I think I need for my face. If you feel that your sweat glands are active, you can just finish with a little compact contour again. But honestly, once again, this entire thing does not take more than 5 to 7 minutes. It's really simple and really easy. Always remember that when you dress to work and when you apply makeup to work, only one focal point should be highlighted, either the lip or the eyes. If you don't like to do eyes as much, you can use nice lip colors for brown skin tones or for orange skin tones. I have some very nice lip colors like this orangish red lip color. If you want to use this to work, absolutely, why not? Again, this is more of a rusty orange color, works very well for work, and it's kind of bright as well. I have deep reds as well, work very well even to office. And if you want to apply pinks, again, very nice pinks. So if you're applying colors like these or more, by the way, this was from Chambord. This is one of the better ones, the ultra matte red that I used, atomic red from Chambord. This one's from Sugar. Sugar is another brand that is going to become my favorite very soon. And the other two pencils were from Color Bar. These are just pencils, you can just use them as is. So if you're applying any of these bright colors on the lip, you don't really need to do too much to the eye. That is it from my side. If you like this video, like it, love it, show me your love, comment in the comment box and give me encouragement. I want to make more and more videos for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care.